Welcome, welcome. Are ready to go. Hello, hello. This work. Yeah, it does work. Hey, what's up? Good evening. I'm gonna play round 2 tonight. See how it goes. How's your night, Derby? Smashed my thumb today. So, see how that goes. Sort of a... So last night, I didn't even have the newest square connector. Kind of feel bad about that. Well, unless one came out today, but I noticed today, hey, this is my sim room every day. This is it. This is at my house in the what used to be a part of the garage. So, hey Aunt, how you doing? Yeah, I didn't last night have the newest connector. I had like version 9.4, and I looked today when I turned it on. It says new version 9.6. Well, it doesn't install over itself. So I had 2 connectors going on, but I have the new one now. Maybe we won't have those drops. It's not the same. The firmware was fine. I had the new firmware. I just didn't have the newest connector. So I don't know what it'll really change. Maybe we won't have those like how it dropped off last time. I assume they tried to fix that. And then I don't know if it feeds it in or not. I added the square club stickers. It's supposed to give you a couple more data points, I guess. Club data, maybe. Adam, hey, how you doing? I gotta look and see what that even gives you. So those club stickers give you path angle and attack angle. So let's say negative 30, positive 30, and attack angle negative 30 is positive 20. So I don't know if I can even show that metric. I could get rid of club speed, I guess. So we could go, let's see. Actually, let's see if it does it on the connector side. I'll show you here quick. Put myself up on this. Oh, wrong one. Go that one. Okay. So yeah, it is. So it's showing me face to target now that I have a club sticker on. Showing me face to target and face to target and path. So it's saying path was 4, face to target was, that'll be interesting to see how that shows up tonight. I'm going to add those to the stat window. So we can go, it's not giving us club speed, so let's take that away. And we'll go path, it's called. Face to path. Impact, vert impact, smash factor. It's got to be club path, right? And then what else can we get rid of? Maybe I like carry raw. What else don't we like? We want ball speed. Total length, maybe Does total length really matter? Carry is all that really matters. So then the other one is face to target. So supposedly I'm going to get these two new data points now. Club path and face to target now that I've got. So where do those show up? Ball speed. Club path 138. Oh, it's just not overriding it. Face to target, club path. Where's my total? Where's my carry? Carry and offline. I don't like them there. Hang in here with me a second. Sorry, guys. Ball speed. So we'll go club path. And then face to target would be where ball speed is. 1, 2, 3 right there. Offline raw, so save. How about that? Face target, club path, vertical, backspin, horizontal, side spin. Sorry, hang in here with me 1 second. I'm gonna get these right. So I want, those are right, but I want spin axis where side spin is. I feel like they could make this way easier. Side spin there, spin axis there, save. I did not get the HIO challenge to work. You like the square a lot? Yeah. It has been working better. Last night worked really good and I didn't even realize it, but I had the wrong connector. So like down on the bottom right here, there's a version of the connector and it doesn't update itself. It will tell you kind of subtly that there's a new one. And then you got to go to Square's website and go to the support section and download it. So tonight I actually have the newest connector. I did have the newest firmware. We only had a couple of drops on the connector last night. So it looked really good. So I'm going to try to get this on here. So let's see here. Face to target, club path. I want those opposites. So face to target and then club path are our top two. Club path, face to target, yep. And then vertical, let's see here. We want ball speed and what do we want? Ball speed and vertical launch angle maybe? Yeah. So we'll go vertical launch angle and ball speed. So there's ball speed, vertical launch angle. Backspin, horizontal launch angle. Should have done this sooner, sorry guys. It's so non-intuitive the way it looks. Side spin, total spin. I'm like confused looking at it now. Backspin. Mix those two around. So backspin there, HLA there. Spin axis, side spin. So spin axis, side spin. This is so confusing. Carry raw, carry game, total spin, offline. I think that makes sense. Maybe I move. Yeah, we'll go with that. That's good enough. All right. So now I've got all the stats that come in on Square in. There we go. So that makes sense. I think that's helpful. Okay. Sorry. So now I should get club path and I should get face to target because I do have the club stickers on. We'll see how that shows up. You know, Adam, no, the Square connects through Bluetooth to the PC, but it does, you can plug it in to charge. And it had like a couple issues last night, 2 times, but hopefully on this new one it has none. I don't know. Okay, so 5 in to out, 1.1, face target 1.1C. I don't even know what these numbers are because I've never had them before. So 1.1C. What's the C? Anybody know? Thanks, Anthony. I did see Bryson got his hole-in-one. He wants to make that whole story go away, I think. On to the next thing. You know, I don't know. So, okay, in to out is normal for me. So 1.2 in to out, 1.3 open, I assume. Oh, C closed. Okay, duh. Thank you, OMG. Makes sense. That's pretty cool. I wonder how accurate that is. It's very cool. So that's a pretty clean path there with a little bit of an open face. Okay, so that's, maybe this can tell us a lot of information that we wanted. I actually had no clue this really did this. So you've got this little club sticker right here. They say it's at like the 20 centimeter mark. So the hardest thing for me was to like get the clubs all sitting against the wall, kind of at the angle I would hit them, and then putting this on. But I don't know how accurate it had to be. Oh, you did, Justin? Nice. Small chat window behind the chat window. I don't know if I know what that means. Small chat window behind the chat window. You talking about the one on screen? The one that's on the recording? Yeah, so the chat doesn't get recorded on the screen. So if you watch it full screen, you can't see the chat. So I thought I would add it to the actual recording on screen. But maybe you guys do see it just fine and it doesn't need to be there. Should I remove it? No, I added it. Usually the live chat's like on the side, but I don't know where you actually see live chat. If you have to minimize the video to see full live chat. Ooh, chunky. I like this path data. So 2 in to out, 2 open. Okay. I appreciate the feedback. If it's too small, it's pointless to even have it. Let's go like that. So 0.2 in to out, 1/2 degree closed. The 0.2 in to out, 1/2 closed. That should be a little bit of a draw, a little bit of a start left draw, which it was. So HLA left 0.4, right? So when the face is more closed than the path, I should start at left. Face to target though. Club path, yeah. Out to in with it. Yeah, okay. I didn't really realize it until I read the book today that I could put the club stickers on and get this data. So 3 in to out, 9 closed. I really like that. Yeah, do you want me to do it? We could run them, I could run them same time and throw the data up on screen if you want me to. We won't tonight. I will do it, Justin. that'd be a good just quick video, even just a short video showing the two. But yeah, you could do it. Message retracted. I keep getting, I think the messages are disappearing. Oh, garage golf. Okay, book. I do feel like I'm having a hard time getting the ball speed I'm used to on square. That seems like one thing that might be, and it just might be the type of square ball that I have. Maybe there's a nicer ball. I don't know. Has anybody looked into that? They sell different levels of the golf ball. Ooh, shank. What's that gonna say? Face the target so it hit the hosel. I don't know how it. That's crazy. 8.6 right. Their IR may interfere with each other. Yeah, I didn't think of that. I guess Rapsodo does use IR, doesn't it? 2-piece and 3-piece. I might need to get the... What does it come with? 2-piece? Like, I'm getting closer to my... I feel like I'm almost a club lighter on ball speed, but maybe I'm just not warmed up. Face is really shut there. I tried to hold it open there. I did, but it launches so high. 26. Ball stickers. I wonder if it actually, it reads the MLM2Pro balls, right? And that's what someone was telling me that the other night. Is it accurate with them? Like, here's a MLM2Pro Callaway. Little higher ball speed there. It seems to have read it. It kind of felt that way. Try it again. Yeah, that feels more normal. 114. But so I like the Callaway Chrome Soft because it's a 100 compression. I was gonna play the Tips Tour. I think I already played J-Leg's tournament. The Queensland one I already played. Yeah, Anthony, I don't think I can do it on GSPro though. I did see that in HE Golf, the normal settings. I don't know if I agree with the cut. So I wonder how it handles spin, but it definitely, I'm getting more ball speed with the Chrome Soft than I am the square ball. Yeah, so look at that. I mean, I don't know. I feel like I'm getting more speed out of that Callaway ball than I am. You can definitely feel the difference between the two golf balls. Gosh, that was... Back to the square ball here. I'm going to play my second round Tips Tour. I think we did okay. We should 2 over in the first round. 106.9, yeah. I really noticed the speed with the driver. Like, I was not able to hit one over 160. There's 110 though, that's not bad. Yeah, it's just not quite the same golf ball. Played the Web Tour, nice. How'd you do? That's why I wonder on these Rapsodo ones, if it's just estimating it. Is that the case? Or is it calculating it based off of the dots that are on it? In to out, 7 open. So that was a Rapsodo ball. 92. That's a Rapsodo ball. You think those are calculated? OMG? I don't have any TaylorMade picks. If that's calculated, it feels pretty good though. I am curious how they work. Like, how does the sticker work? You know, not being on the face. So a cut there. Draw there. I mean, really though, with 3-wood, 148 ball speed, I'm not losing that much on the square ball. But I do want to get the 3-piece version. Because what I wondered on the square ball, like OMG, when you're saying that, is it just simply the computer program taking the distance between 2 recognizable points and calculating the movement? So like if you're on a Rapsodo, can it just pick up 2 points, any 2, and find that same movement? Does it really matter? I mean, I think they'd want to sell their ball and say it matters, but does it matter? I don't know. It probably does. They're probably going to tell you it matters. Sticker have a mark? No, it doesn't. So it's just like, it just wrapped the sticker completely around. I don't know if you can see it there. I gotta get up higher. I can't see it all. Completely around the shaft of the club. It's that silver wrap, and it has no marks on it, nothing. It's just circle wrap. It doesn't face a certain side. So I think there's good things about both. That's such a tough question. The square right now, some of the things I like about it, the footprint it takes up. So you don't need all the space behind you. That's pretty cool. So like on the Rapsodo, you got to have 6.5 feet from device to where you're hitting from. So for me, behind this point and back is no good. I don't have enough room for the Rapsodo to get its first reading. So you could gain more room. I also need like 8.5 feet of flight with the Rapsodo. I don't know if there's a limit. I don't think you need much flight because it's camera based. So I think this can be fit into a more compact room. The shots fly really quick. I think the only thing that hasn't been proven to me yet would be like data on it. If it's like perfect, you know, if it's how accurate it is, because I know the MLM2Pro is very accurate. So, but I had a lot of fun playing with it last night. There's that cut we were hitting last night, same thing. Like 20 to 30 yard slice. Only their pattern is recognized. That's good to know. So in to out, close to target. 157. It feels good. Chipping is way better. On photometric, I mean way better. By a mile better. It just feels so much more real. I mean, the Rapsodo does a pretty good job at estimating it, but Justin, I think the best way to show you my projector image is if you look at, I did a short with my son. He was playing like the square stick, because on this camera, it looks terrible on this camera, but it doesn't look like that at all. My projector image is like insanely bright. I don't even know how to show it I'll show you it on the camera. I'm not trying to hide anything. But because that camera tries to brighten my body, I've talked about this a few times, it washes out the image. I don't know if I stand in front of it, if it'll like darken the image a little bit. It's just like the way it adjusts to light. I can't get that to do it, but if I could show it like on a cell phone, I mean, I think if I move back here, it gets even brighter and washes it out even more. You know, because this camera's trying to make the subject bright. So it's a 6,000 lumen projector. It's crazy bright. You can see it with like full daylight on, but it does not show it that way when you're watching it here. I don't know really how to do it. I think if I turn the lights off, it would get even worse with that camera. It just can't normalize to that light. It's trying so hard to, it's kind of an expensive camera, so hard to normalize it. But if you look at like here, just before I go, we'll golf here in a second, but if I go here, we go to shorts and look at, say, here, I got my wrong screen here. How do I mute the sound? That's better representation of what that's off my cell phone. So I don't know if you can see there, but that's what it looks like. So I love the projector I have. I can, in full daylight, I get that brightness. But it just doesn't show up well on stream that way, so I don't use it that way. But it's a Epson EBL L630SU. L630SU. It's not 1080, but it's what I really wanted was brightness. I valued that more than the definition, and I don't even run GSPro in 1080 anyway, so. The big reason that I got the Epson was because of, he was in here the other night, and I already forget the name of his channel. He's got a big channel. Gosh, what was his name? He did a video on projectors, and Epson has three LCD, so all three colors hit one mirror and go out at the same time. So if you ever get high impact replay cameras, the Epson won't have any of that rainbow effect that you see on a lot of MLM2Pro replay videos, or you see on high-speed camera replay videos where the screen's flashing or it's rainbowing different colors. The Epson, other companies have it too, but the Epson will just look like the actual image in any of your replays. It won't flicker or rainbow or anything. So I got it for that reason, just because I wanted to be able to have the same, you know, wanted to be able to like get replay cameras down the line and not have that issue. That's the shot I love hitting with this. So that's a little across it with the face a little about equally shut. So square to path face, that's that fade. All right, let's go play. Let's go. Yeah, you get the rainbow. Anything that doesn't have 3 LCD, and if I could find the guy, his stuff is awesome. Let's get started here on a tips to around. We'll go sim golf tournaments. Oh, Australian Open's here. Ocean Dunes. I guess we could play. We could play JLG League event. Maybe if this first one goes well, we'll do something like that. We'll finish the tips tour. So tips tour, Pasatiempo, round 2, hard putting. So putting is going to be hard today. 11 stimp, normal. Saturday pins will be interesting. So I thought I do. Oh, there it is. I do have this camera here. Yeah, I can't think of that streamer's or that guy's screen, so we'll just play. No, it's not that one, but Alan, he might show it there. It's called like, he was actually in the chat the other night. Either way, I'll figure it out and then I'll put it on the video. Razor sharp with it there, no matter how you slice it. Oh, thanks, man. Antennas was giving me a hard time today, so I don't know. I can take it though. Okay. Hole 1. So the beginning of this course was the hardest. I think hole 1's 492, hole 2's 503, and they're both par 4s. So the first couple holes are long ones. So I did yesterday. I needed to cut more or stay right there maybe. I don't know. Oh, we're fine. All right, 174. Thanks, Bryce. 174. What do we think? 7 iron, 6 iron? Where's this? We have to look at these pins again. Like yesterday, what I figured out on this course is just try to get it on the green because these greens are ridiculous. Crazy slopes, everything. 174. Okay, and it looks like the miss is left, if anything. Pretty flat elevation. Okay, here we go. Get up. It's not enough. Oh, it is. Okay, sweet. Look at this. Hey. Gosh, that felt lucky. I did not mean to hit that short. All right. Good swing on one. Breaks left. The dots go left to start. I think it's right there. Wind is only 1 mile an hour, but it was with me. I feel like this is all it is. Downhill, 7 feet. Gosh darn it. I even pushed it a touch, which means I just didn't have center of the cup. Oh well, hard hole, but it would have been sweet to birdie. They've got putting on hard on the tips tour. So like the hole physics is on hard. So your speed and your entry to the cup's got to be much more closer to center. It's not near as forgiving. But that hurts. 7 feet. All right, let's see here. We'll go there. There we go. I broke 160. We didn't break 160 all night last night. At any point. Okay. Actually, replay it at home. Yeah, 36 putts. Yeah. Yeah, it's hard. All right. 158. Downhill 7, so 151. Wind with me. Everything's sloping left on the screen, probably. Looks like. So is it a baby 8-iron here? What is it? It's normally a full 9. I think it is. I'm using the square ball. I'm gonna try. I want the spin to. It feels really accurate. The spin does. So I just gonna use a square ball. We'll go easy 8, or maybe kind of punchy 8. Sort of unexpected, that little cut spin. Bounce hard. Left, left, left. Ooh. Not bad, but I usually don't have a right spin axis. But there, let's see here. So club path, in to out, face to target, closed. I'm not sure why I got a cut spin there. No, out to in, out to in. Okay, that's why. I wonder if it uses the club path data to help with its spin algorithm. I don't know. Oh, yeah. Got above 160 with it. That's a fair point. All right, so this is going to break a little right, and it looks like very fast after it gets on the green. Downhill a foot. I have had like interference with my, and I don't know if it's the square connector not refocusing the GSPro window or something, but I have had like, yeah, my control box doesn't always work after every shot on square. So, not sure what that is about. This feels very touchy. Hey, Brian. All right, just a little touch shot here. Should roll all the way out. Sit. Gosh, I couldn't hit it soft enough. That was not good. Made a mess of it. This is what the guys that win on Tips Tour don't do. They don't short side themselves on pins, and they hit better shots than that. Okay. I think we doubled this hole yesterday though, so. And shot 2 over. We were 2 over yesterday. I should say that too. So this goes left, then right. Left, then right. A little more left than it does right. But see, like here, it's got the window focused for me. Go with that. Stimp is 11, but it was a downhill 1'4", and so like this one is uphill 1'4". So I was jailed there. Like I barely had to trickle that on the green. It wasn't gonna stop. Yeah, I missed it short side. So this is 29 feet uphill a foot and 4 inches. So it's like 45-foot putt kind of. Stop. Come back. No. Ooh. This is what we did yesterday with the same hole. Same hole. We started ourselves in a hole and then we fought back the whole rest of the round. All right. So downhill 3 inches, 8 feet. These are the ones that I often struggle with the touch on these because soft enough it breaks, too hard it rolls right through. All right, so 8 feet. I gotta hit this like 5 feet. Look at that break. See, stay in the circle. Okay. This hole got us yesterday. It's gonna get us today. I did almost, yeah. What do we think here? Left, then right, then left. These greens are wild. Okay, 11 feet. I just want to be in the circle. I'll take a triple at this point. Uphill 6, 17 feet. Whew. All right. Well, we did it. We doubled it yesterday, tripled it today after a money drive. That's how it goes. Ben. My name's Ben. You're talking to me. Let's see here. No, GSPro. I don't need driver here, I guess. 233. So these first 3 holes are wicked tough. Long holes. Uphill 14. So this plays like 250 into the wind, kind of. Yeah, that hole, man. There's so much slope on that green. I should have been a little smarter about the approach shot and left it on the left side of that flag. But I wanted to try to make it in, get it in there for a birdie. Greedy. Okay, 234. I'm going to hit an easy 3-wood. This is not an easy hole. Ah, so far uphill. Needed more launch than that. I think last night we went par, double, bogey, and we were 3 over through the first 3, and we finished 2 over. So it was tough first 3 holes. And the pins, I don't know if Saturday pins, it should typically be harder than Thursday, right? Is that how everybody else sees it? 26, uphill 11, 26 yards. Stay there. Okay. Can you use a square for putting only and another sim for the rest of the shots? I don't know if you could. I'd love to talk to, and I've got some guys I could ask that. I would love to talk to somebody about that and see if you can hook more than one connector into a game, you know, or if you could have multiple connectors working together. I don't think you can. I don't think so. Risk reward setup, yeah, on Saturdays. Makes sense. These greens are so hard to read. I don't know if anybody's played this course, but they are wild to read. Okay, 17 feet's kind of the feel. No way, sit. Took me a couple holes last time too to get that putting feel. All right, 8 feet downhill 2. Boy, what did we come to do tonight? God darn it. I saw that the leader shot 2 over this round. Maybe the putting is just that much more insane. These pins might be... It's a struggle. All right, let's see here. 5 feet uphill 2. Go in. Thank you. Oh. There we go. Impact screen itself, I don't know that any of them are like, well, there might be some. I guess I don't know a lot about that. If they're 4K, you know, my impact screen, I think the impact screens all have a definition value of 1, which I don't believe technically breeds, you know, true 4K. I do have a GSPro premium impact screen. If you go to the description of the video, you'll see I do have links to it of everything that I use, but I only link the stuff that I like. The ball feeder is cool. You guys got to see the ball feeder. Have you guys seen it? If you haven't been in here before, we talk a lot of other stuff while we play. So you got to go buy this pipe. So he sends you these two things. He 3D prints them. Basically, you'll get these two things in a box. Go buy a little piece of pipe. And the back of it is just like to pick up golf balls. So you can pick up all your golf balls in the sim room. They'll roll down to the bottom. Then if you want, you can always use this on like a practice range too. It sits there like that, and then with your club, when you're hitting, if you want to rotate through golf balls, you just push the little tab and a new ball spits out. So, and then they just keep feeding through, and then you grab it again and you pick them back up and set it down, and all of them reset. So it's actually a cool little 3D print product that he's got. You just got to buy the white pipe on your own. All right. Okay. Yeah, if one had an X putt, they'd have two connected, right? They do, but those are custom built connectors. So it's not that it couldn't be done, but you'd have to have somebody make a custom connector. Okay, 378, downhill 13. Sit down. Swinging well, putting terrible. Try to turn that around. All right, yeah, let's see here. 75, downhill 3. We'll go with this one. I'm guessing this is going to be another one of those crazy pins. No, it's not too bad. It's like in a bowl a little bit. Okay, 75. I'd like to get a 3D printer myself. All right, let's see here, 75 yards. Do we have the connector issue already? I think we did. So I'll show you, and that's kind of the point of these streams a little bit, is to also show the tech side of it. But we've got a connected, connector and a connected API here. Both of them show connected, but it seems to have lost it on the device. I don't know if I can just, the device is blinking blue, like it's looking for a Bluetooth connection. I actually think my control box interferes with it, because there's some reason my control box quits working. So I wonder if they are having an issue here. So now it's connected. The difference between last night's connector and tonight's is last night it showed the ball ready indicator on the square. And showed we were connected there. Now it doesn't show the ball ready indicator on the square. So I'll do a restart of the square like we did last night. So there's a restart, it's powering back on. And we'll have to go over here and connect it. So it disconnected itself. Okay, so the resolution you're seeing, Brian, isn't not meant to fool you, but it's meant for viewership. You're seeing an OBS overlay. I play in 1080, and this is 1080. It's just when you see it on the screen that way, that's why. Okay, so we're connected again. Oh, I gotta get back to the, yeah, there we go. Does that make sense? Okay, 75. Super weird. I'm not getting anything. I'm not getting anything. It's not even recognizing the ball now. Any square guys in the chat know what to do here? We're gonna reset GSPro Connect. Reset GSPro Connect. I'm gonna relaunch the square connector. Triple Bogey League. I'll look into it after this stream. Maybe I'll get it started up after the stream. I don't think it would take much work to start it. It's just I need you all to join it. I think I have it. I know exactly what course I'd pick first too. Let's see. Here's the scan. So we're connected to the new one again. Still blinking blue. There it is. Connected, disconnected. Connected, crashed. Okay, so maybe what I do is run last night's 9.4 connector, which seemed to work really good, and I won't run the 9.6. Let's try that. There it is. Connected. That seemed to connect right away. So I'm going to run the 9.4. There was a new, well, it says 9.6 down here now. Must install in the same folder. All right. Well, let's see if it works. It's just blinking blue in the middle. I'm just going to hit to see if that's what it does now. I don't think it does. Why is it doing that? My T. OMG, didn't you say something about that? The white T cord was throwing it off. Oh. All that for that. Well, there you go. We solved another thing tonight. The white T cord. Get that out there. All right. 75, whatever that feels like. What club do I have? Last night, I think on the same hole, I chose the wrong club, maybe? I don't remember. Okay, 75. No, 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 no. Just smoked that. It's so hard to get in a flow with all this stuff happening. Last night we had it so good, never disconnected. It didn't actually disconnect there. That was my own fault for having the white cord lay in front of the sensor. Because I forget, you know, when this is out there, it's looking for this for alignment. That white cord probably doing it too, you know? All right, we got to play some better golf here. 23 yards. Run down, go. This is not the start we wanted. Gotta make a putt. So what was happening was it was just blinking blue on the middle light. I thought that was the connection light, but that, now that I think about it, is the ball ready light. The connection light is on the right-hand side. That was always solid blue. My bad. This is only my second night playing with this one. Just a little heads up. Okay, 14 uphill 2. And I do not have any feel for putting yet. This is bad. We're gonna have to switch to play the JLG League if it doesn't. No, we won't quit. Let's see here, go there. From the last putt, that's what I learned. Springbok, there is no club data to be given on Springbok. If your launch monitor has support for square, or sorry, if your launch monitor sends club data, Springbok would send it also, yes. 6.5 feet. Ah. Okay, driving the ball, excellent. Putting on a don't do this short game clinic here. We got to really fight to get this back. I'm guessing that I don't know. I'm guessing it's, you know, there's some software side of the MLM2Pro that there's software side to switching the camera to like a putting recognition mode and yet ignoring someone moving the ball around. So the software side of it is people need to, or the launch monitors need to be able to ignore things that aren't putts and pick up things that are. And so that's where I think the software guys struggle with making that all work. So it's like, how does the MLM2Pro know you weren't just like moving around? How do they know you're in a putting mode? They'd have to build something that would connect, you know, to a putter. Slightly concerning for you, just putt better than me. You'll be fine. This is some bad putting. You'll be fine. Although I did see the leader shot 9 shots worse than his first round, and the winds are calm in the second round, so these pins must be legitimately more difficult. It's a good swing. Stay there. All right, stay there. Woo! I got like, so there's Mevo Plus. So if club data, if used, club data would come through, yes. And then you could add webcam putting, yes. Yep. I use Springbok connector 90% of the time I play, but with Square, obviously they have their own, so I use theirs. But I play with the MLM2Pro almost, I mean, most of the time. I'm playing with MLM2Pro. These are hard when they're uphill. They don't break as much, but yet it doesn't feel uphill. Yeah, it feels like it breaks more than this, but okay, 23 feet uphill, 7 inches, so like 30 feet. Stay there. That was a better speed. We got better speed than the first few. 2 putts. Smeebox, hey. Yeah, I mean, the problem is, Smeebox, if they release a native MLM2Pro connector, and maybe you don't currently use it anyway, you'll lose the ability to putt. So for me, even if they release an MLM2Pro native connector, just like Garmin did for the R10, it won't be something I'm in the market for. Just because I enjoy putting and wouldn't want to do the auto putt tours. I don't know if it would benefit you using a GC3. The floor overlay for webcam putting, in my mind, or my opinion, is just so awesome. It's such a visual thing for people when they're putting. So I would like to set up when the Garmin's working, I'd like to set up the floor overlay, but yet use the Garmin's putting on its own. And you would just have the webcam putting floor overlay as like an added feature to your GC3. It wouldn't send the data, but it would just show something cool. So that's just something I'd like to do. All right, number 6, par 5. I'm trying to get over 160 with swinging as hard as I can. Putting logic idea: dual delayed ready trigger, ball detect zone, club detect zone. Yeah, I mean, you're a software guy. Absolutely, but they first need they need to get it all into the putting physics and everything. You'd think it'd be that simple to just get it into a chipping mode. All right, 317. I can't get there, so just like a cut 3 wood, I suppose. out of bounds. It makes me a little nervous, so we better cut it. Engage, face open. Okay. Get a good bounce or no bounce. Looking up to see trees. Nothing. Okay, good. Floor projection and webcam putting is so cool. I love it. It feels really, really real and really natural too. Yeah, putting is, especially when they have it on hard like this, when they have putting set to the hard setting like it is in the Tips Tour rounds, you've got to hit the center of the holes. And it's just way more sensitive to speed. You lip a lot more of them out. Okay, so I don't want to spin it a lot because it'll come right off the front of the screen, it looks like. So I'm going to club up and 3/4 it. Okay, 102. I feel like I remember this shot. Not enough, is it? Stay there. It's going to come off the green. No? Okay. Evo Plus has a connector to GSPro and it gives club data, but you can't use webcam. Yeah. You get good putting with it? I'm almost certain it passes the club data. I'm almost certain. Pretty much everything that Springbok's built in, if your launch monitor collects it, so like technically club speed is club data. So he sends in club speed for every single one of them. So he's sending in club data. To add any other data points, you would just add it to that club speed, the club data push on the API. All right. I actually, surprisingly, and I know the guys I play with, my brother especially would say it, putting on GSPro and putting in my sim room, and maybe it's the webcam putting, I've been so much better about hitting my start lines and so much better with feel out on the real course. I feel like I've been a better putter. 21 feet. Yeah, I would love it. It would be awesome if you could get putting on the Rapsodo. I don't know if they have a lot of interest in doing it though. Sit. Gosh, we just talked about having good touch on the last hole. Okay, right there. So once I'm on the green, so coming on and off the green, I seem to lose control box connection, which kind of stinks. Okay, 6 feet. It didn't break at all. Or did I pull it? No, I didn't pull it. I pushed it. Gosh, this feels hard tonight. It feels a lot harder. That's okay. So if I look at the thing, I'm in 50th right now. I got to move up the board. I'd like to finish in the top half. If you finish in the top half on the Tips Tour, you get World Golf Ranking points, which is kind of fun to move up that board. I'm pretty far down the list, but still fun to try to like basically make the cut. Oh, I was looking at VLA. You're right, 0.3 pull. So my HLA has been where VLA is all the way up until tonight, where we reset my views. So yes, I did pull it. Thank you. Webcam versus square versus R50. For putting, for me, it's webcam because I can set it. You can basically dial in, set it up however you want. You got to use a different ball. Clear those trees, would you? Go. All right, there we go. 161. That's like all I can get. How could the radar unit see? Maybe if you turn around and put it at it? Yeah, I don't know. There's got to be a reason they haven't added it. It's got to be more difficult than we think it is, right? I feel like if they could add it, why wouldn't they? They've probably tested it and thought that it's not a right now feature. I just can't imagine why they wouldn't add it if it was that easy to do it. 64, come on. Gosh darn it. Feels just a little off. We gotta chip one in. Go there. Uphill 11. We'll chip here. See, like that feels really good. Oh! Some of these chips on this thing feel really good. Whereas like on Rapsodo, I can never get that much touch. All right, 189, almost chipped in again, and then I would have had Ant-Man giving me a hard time for bragging about it. 189. I am impressed that this is giving me path and face though, off of this silly sticker right here. I think that's pretty cool. All right, a little bit of a backstop, downhill 185. Get the green indicator, here we go. Go. There's some of these I don't agree with, but maybe. Wow. Like that ball speed just feels so low to me. That's a 6-iron. My 7-iron is usually 121. And so for me to have a 6-iron at 119, I don't know. Sometimes I kind of wonder. And I'm sure the higher speeds is where it's going to happen the most. 99 uphill 5 feet, 11. So uphill 6 feet. This is a 172-foot putt. Square won't read this fast. Square's got a maximum of 17 miles an hour. So there's almost no point in me putting this. I should chip it. So we'll go up to lob wedge. I don't think without being, it won't read it if I try to hit it hard enough to get it there. So this is 30 yards. Stay. You gotta be joking me. This is the Tips Tour. I think it can drive a guy mad. Woo! I mean, it depends on what stimp you're on, but you can look up the stimp charts. You can Google it, GSPro stimp charts. You should do that for me. And click on the stimp 11 graph. So Google GSPro putting charts. Click on the stimp 11 graph and see what 17.2 miles an hour would go. How far would a 17.2 mile an hour putt go? I don't think it would go 150 feet, which is what I needed there. $25 feet. Ooh, we just don't have any touch here. This is like, these pins are in crazy hard spots. Ah. Oh man, these Saturday pins. are killing me. Well, sliding back in the leaderboard. I'll finish this round quick, and then I think I'll play Joe's event and maybe enjoy myself a little. This is sometimes the tips tour can be just torture. All right, here we go. Little cut maybe. That's perfect. There we go. Driving has not been the problem tonight. Been these pin locations. 208, uphill 16, in 1. I'll need to get all of this ball to get it there, but we'll try it. Swung too hard, didn't I? No. Go. Go. That was a good swing. 220 on raw. Wasn't bad. Yeah, look at this pin too. This is the PDM right here. We flop this thing up a little bit. This is gonna cruise down to the hole. All right, we'll throw it just onto the green. Chip it in. That's pretty good. It wasn't in, but pretty good. Anybody with that stimp meter? Oh, did we make a birdie? We made a birdie. We're not 10 over anymore. Let's go. All right. Double digits over. Just had a rough go of this. Okay. Yeah, from when you go onto the green and you go off to the green. Thank you, Derby. I needed that little something positive to happen. Yeah, I think you can hit 100 feet. I think you hardly ever need more than 17 miles an hour, but that green, to be 5 foot uphill and still be 100 feet, that's a long putt. Hit the tree. No! What did it do? That was the weirdest collider ever. What happened? That didn't feel real. Oh well. Well, yeah, 171. We did this yesterday on this hole, I think. We hit the cut shot, remember? We did not take our medicine. I tell you what, I love seeing club data though. I love seeing that, hey, that path was out to in, so it's coming across the ball with the face open, hence the cut. You can replay it. Yeah, I think it must have hit the cart path and then hit the tree colliders, like the tree trunk colliders, and just bounced all over. So let's see here. If I aim there, I have less chance of hitting the tree. Then if we cut it, try to have out to in path again. Not enough. Kind of what we did yesterday. Oh, how do you replay a shot? Sorry. Sorry about that. How do you replay a shot? If you just go right here to shot options, you can watch the replay right there. So that's where it's at. Sorry about that. It's like, no, how do I do it? You're asking me to replay it, sorry. We'll go here. Same shot. It's like deja vu, isn't it? We were in trouble, tried to hit that cut shot. I hit it to between these bunkers last time, didn't I? There's my mouse, okay. And now I've got this massive flop shot here. Something tells me this like green's not gonna be nice up by that hole. Oh, maybe it's not bad. Runs off the front, maybe? Yeah. Yeah, so it all just slopes off the front of the green. Okay, 18 yards. A little flop shot here. Gotta go that way a little. Yeah, 16 goes 94. Yeah. And if you look in the square manual, it says the head, you gotta love your manual, right? It says that the threshold or the limit for putting, putting, it will read 1.1 mile an hour up to 17.9. So 17.9 miles an hour is as long as you can hit the square. So at 11, 17.9 is maybe over 100 feet. It'll tell you on that chart. All right, 18 yards. Come on. Go in. No way. Stop. Yes. I did not know that there was that much of a backstop. Honestly, I just hit it a few feet further than I wanted. Oh, man. What's in the bag? I've got Titleist CBs, and then Volkey wedges, an old Ping hybrid, and then I've got the new TaylorMade, what are they, QI10? TaylorMade QI10? Oh, we looked at this yesterday. Didn't make sense to do it. No, I did do it, didn't I? Yeah, I did do it. We talked about this yesterday. So, and I did it like, see, into the wind. So we're gonna aim there and just hit the cut shot. Or did I go right? I don't even remember what I did here. I'm gonna go this, I don't think I did it here. I think I did it on a different hole. We'll try it. Hey, Stu. So yeah, it's really accurate for direction, sometimes almost more accurate. And then for distance, the nice thing about webcam putting is like you can calibrate it for your room. So that's kind of nice. I don't know if is this where I did this yesterday? Or did I go to the bridge? I don't think I did this yesterday. All right, this better not be regretful. Ah, we think that was my string, OMG? I think it was, the way I had it laying. I gotta switch to a black string. Okay. You got the green ready indicator. Perfect. Cut a little more. I guess I got by the tree. I got way better angle over here, I think. Maybe not. Meant to cut it a little more than that. Why is it doing this? Is that really the flag? You guys see my mini map? That's all messed up, isn't it? Thinks I'm on the other hole, so the mini map's going the other way. All right, so go there. Another sketchy. Uphill 17. Yeah, this should be right. We'll go up a little bit. It's a hard hole too. All right, come on. Bounce. Members bounce. Come on, go. Oh, it's stuck. Oh, man. It's going to take... I'm so worried about this just rolling forever off the green. Oh, look at that blue spot to the front. This is not going to stop if it goes too far left. Or too far right, I mean. All right, we'll try there. It's downhill 2.5 feet, so it's all downhill. All downhill. Probably just fly this just on. Let it roll. Stop there. Oh, that was good. All right. Thanks, Alan. Yeah, have a good night. Does it bother me that I don't see club speed? Yes and no. It's a good indicator for you if you're wanting to know how well how solid your strike was. So it's something you're really gonna want, Thank you for the nice chip. So it's something, like it's a good indicator for how well did you hit, how efficient was the strike. So there is value in that. If you are striking it, somewhat, if you're hitting it well, it really matters not at all. I mean, the ball speed is your indicator. But if you're, working on something or maybe struggling, it does show you the relationship, between the efficiency of your strike. How much ball speed did you generate with how much club speed? I mean, that's what Smash Factor is giving you, basically like an efficiency rating. So I don't know if it bothers me that it's not there. I like having it though, like you're saying. I do like to see it. It can indicate a poor strike. It can tell you, well, I had good speed, but I hit that poor. Yeah, I think there might be screen focus issues with it. I know when Springbok building his connector, there was when the switch between putting, you've got to set what window for the machine to focus on. So, it could be that coming on and off the greens, just a focus setting in the connector. I'll send something to Square about it. Maybe they'll fix it. One degree, that was a good strike. Sit. It is, Ant. Yep. It is. But I think the same thing would happen, like if I went over to hit the keyboard, so it'd be the same. So like if my keyboard didn't immediately work, it would be a focus window problem. So it'd be like, is the focus of the window being taken off? That's what I'm saying. I know on the Springbok one, he added that setting, that focus window setting with putting. So when it switches to putting, but that's physically changing windows. It's changing to the webcam putting window. So yeah, I guess as I talk through it, that doesn't make sense. 5 down 99, so this is 5 down 99. Oh, just grabbed an MLM2Pro ball. Oh, I lost my T. My K2 tether broke finally. That one was an old one. So they break, there's like a weak point in them. They break right here at the Y, and then you've got to get a new bottom, basically. So you basically get you got to get a new one of these, and you can reuse the T height. So I just lost my T. I don't know if you can, OMG. 1.5 on a wedge. It's basically a driver face is what's going to get you 1.5, I think. And if they're over 1.5, the driver is deemed illegal. All right, 99 down 5. Gosh, no spin there with the sand wedge. I need to look into some different square golf balls, I think. That's what I need to look into. All right, so let's chip this up there. All right, past this first part. 3 degrees left. I didn't get it from Shopify, no, but it showed up on, like, it shipped through that shop app. So I got all my updates through there. I don't know how that app connects to everything. It's kind of wild. All right, 9 yards. Gosh, that came off with no spin. 220-100. Darn it. Okay, we gotta make a putt. We haven't made a lot of putts. It'd be fun to see one go in. Yeah, ball speed over club speed, smash factor. But to get it on a wedge, you'd have to get 1.5 on a wedge. You'd have to have a 50-mile-an-hour wedge come off with 75 ball speed to have 1.5. I don't know if that's possible without having an illegal wedge. 20 feet. Go in. I pushed that so bad. Oh, I didn't trust my line, so I like pushed out to the right. I almost made that. Essentially, the smash factor is used to determine legality of driver. So like on the tour, they'll take the driver in and test it. And if the face is returning ball speeds higher than 1.5, so if a 100-mile-an-hour swing returns a 151-mile-an-hour ball speed, the driver face is illegal and that club is out of play. I don't think that you can get that much return out of the club face on a wedge or on anything other than a driver. So 1.5 should be your driver standard, I believe. All right, we're using regular tees now. No, you didn't. I think that's just where it goes through. Okay, 285. .161 ball speed. That was good. My smash factor on the driver, like when I hit, yeah, 1.52, you'll get it, but more than likely it's just the discrepancy between the accuracy of the club head speed and the ball speed reading. If you're getting over 1.5, there's probably one of the numbers probably didn't come through right. And on the MLM2Pro, it's usually the club speed. It reads ball speed way better than it does club. I would say that the club speed, especially on the driver, sometimes can be off on the MLM2Pro. But ball speed can almost always be trusted. And I think that's why, like on this one, that's all it shows. It doesn't worry about the club. Okay, 240 into the wind to touch. Stay left. Oh, there we go. Okay, there's still some good shots in here. All right, so Brad, I wish I could like give you a definitive on it. Setting up webcam putting is the same on all devices. It's just so it's no more difficult than it is any other device, but I haven't used the connector on the Mevo setting because I don't have a Mevo, but I don't think it would be too bad. Come on. Oh! I tell you what, I've almost chipped in and chipped in on the square in the last 2 nights, way more than I ever have. That's pretty cool. Yeah, they can't go over the limit, right? Otherwise it gets pulled. Yeah, you gotta, a reading's gotta be off. Like if you just go look at, and I used to have it in here, I don't know where it is. If you go look up tour averages TrackMan, and there'll be a chart that pops up, and you'll notice that smash factor for wedges is close to 1. As you move up into like the 9s and 8s, 8 irons, you're at like 1.2. Move into the mid irons, 1.3. You get into the woods, 1.4, and driver, 1.5. So the clubs are built with thinner and thinner faces, longer and longer shafts, so you're getting more return out of your club head speed and the club face as you move up the line. But your wedges, a lot of times like on chip shots and half wedges, I mean like the Bryson Challenge, I was swinging 76 miles an hour, the ball was going 90. That's like a 1.1 smash factor, right? So smash factor is basically it's gonna depend on how well are you compressing the ball and how close to the center are you hitting the face. That's what so basically it's an efficiency rating. It's how efficient is the club transferring physical speed into the ball. And if you're putting more speed into the ball than you put into the club head, then it's above 1, and the club has done like basically some work for you or generated additional speed that you couldn't on your own. So I didn't get all the white paint off though. I didn't even bother cleaning it yet. The wedge. Yeah, it's pretty wild. Oh, don't hook too much. I hit the ground first. Get lucky. Oh, that's not lucky. Oof, that's deep in the woods. All right, we're gonna just play it out. We got, this is a bad idea. Let's look at the fly. Oh no. Seems like a bad idea. $161. Seems like a bad idea. What if we put a 7 iron in the front of the stance? We're only in the rough for lie. Wind is with us. How about an 8 iron? This is not advised. Okay, so control box doesn't work, but a keyboard does, so it's something different. You're right. Crazy boy Floyd. Yeah, love that. That's a very good way to think about it too. I didn't even think about it like that. We got out of there pretty unscathed. Ooh. All right. Well, I hit on Bryson's hole. It's still on there, you can see it. And this wedge has basically got like a dozen MLM2Pro golf balls stuck into the face of it. I don't know how well you can actually see it. You probably can't. You can't probably see it very well. It's got the skins of all these golf balls that I retired hitting that shot at Bryson's house over and over and over again and never made. If I wouldn't have got so close at the 1 hour mark, it would have saved me 4 hours. And I left feeling like a total failure. And blister on my thumb. So don't do that at home. All right, 17. Yeah, I love chipping on this. Love it. Love it. I know. Hey, forever. Like I said, at the like 1 hour mark, I bounced it left of the pin, past it, spun back on the right side of it. So it like into the hole, out and around it. And then for some reason I was like, oh, there's no way I can't. This is gonna be easy. I'll do it. I got that close at 1 hour. Easily do it. And then, and then I died trying. So, at like 2 in the morning, there was like, I was just getting spammed by people who don't care about golf, but there was nobody else on streaming. And they're like, what are you doing? There was one of those at the end, pretending to be Antenna's friend. Yeah, I saw Bryson May today. He wants the whole controversy to be over with, I bet. So just close out the challenge and be done. Go a little. Not bad, stay there. Ooh. All right, we can 15. Yeah, that was somebody that was somebody just trolling in the chat. I actually showed up in the next. He showed up last night as well. So, oh well. I think he flat out admitted, or the person flat out admitted eventually that there was nobody else on to watch. So, all right, 21 uphill 1 foot. So this is like 33 feet. Ah. Square putting does feel really good. I think it's just like anything. If I putted with it a little bit longer, I'd get more and more used to it. And it feels like it's really consistent. It's just I haven't been very consistent on my feel for it. So 4 feet. There we go. Nice. I mean, like my floor projection's casted through an Android dongle through a Chrome. My projector in here is done through a Moonlight stream. So yeah, I don't think you'll have any problem casting it. You'll basically just go on your PC and go down to the display button in the right-hand corner, and I think you can hit like Windows P or Windows D, one or the other. Somebody in here will figure it out, but it'll take you to your display options. You can click connect to wireless display and choose the casting option. So you shouldn't have any trouble with it. Yeah, happy Thanksgiving, OMG. Appreciate you stopping by, man. Thank you. Do you extend in Windows, or I duplicate? So I've got it on that PC over there, and then I duplicate it to here is how I do it, but you could do it either way. I duplicate it because I want it on that PC as well for the stream. But if you were, you could just extend it if you only wanted it in one place. All right, I got 3 wood here. I'd like to hit a draw again. Or a cut. That's going to be fine. Perfect. Yeah, crazy boy. My like when I did the ball testing, I think it was like 112 was my driver speed. Occasionally I'll swing I'll have like a 114 in there, and I get like 170 ball speeds, kind of like my highest. I think I've on my SGT profile, it tells how many times you break 170. It's one of the achievements. I think I broke 170 maybe 4 or 5 times. So with the driver, 167 ball speed is pretty normal, except on the square, it's been a little bit lower. So I think it's mainly due to the ball that I'm playing. It's a 2-piece ball that came with it. Yeah, happy Thanksgiving, Canadian. And Tenna already had Thanksgiving like a month ago. This pin looks absolutely brutal, doesn't it? What are they doing here today? Or actually, maybe it's easy. I don't know. Maybe you just land it past it and spin it in. Is that what we do? Piece of cake. Okay. Didn't get there, did I? Go, go. All right, all right. Duplicating, do I have any different resolution? Well, no, you do need to do that. So I run everything in 1080, everything. So I don't have issues because I've got HDMI splitters and I've also got HDMI switchers. So I can I have a TV back here and then 2 TVs here and then one outside the room that shows what's in here, and I can switch anything I want on any display. It's overkill, but I like it. So thanks, Stu. Warzone, huh? This, I don't know about this. It seems like it breaks a lot. Crazy boy, you got to tell, we got to give Joe a hard time about that. Him and I have been meaning to get together and do another one. We had fun doing that, and that was the first time we'd ever like even kind of talked in person. We were messaging back and forth, and it was like, hey, we should do a round together. And he's like, he replied back and he goes, how about now? And I go, okay. And we walked out within like 10 minutes. We had this stream going and we just went. We had fun doing it. I know Joe had fun too, but I haven't used the Rapsodo connector, only the Springbok connector with my MLM2Pro. I don't have a R10. All right, 15 feet uphill 4, so 19 feet. Come on, get in there. I just didn't hit it hard enough. It would be nice to use all 4K. If I had a 4K projector, I'd probably go that route because every screen I have can do 4K. But I think you're right. Like, you want to have everything in the same resolution. It just makes things easier. If you're going to run, you know, duplication and splitters and things like that. The floor projection. I think the floor projection has been my most luring video, E. It's gotten, a lot of people have liked that video. Honestly, if I didn't have webcam cutting, I never would have thought about doing it. But that's all I can get. 160, not that it's bad. I'm very happy with that drive, but I cannot get over 160 with this. I think it's for the R10. I think Springbox is for like almost every launch monitor out there. And actually, if you use Springbox connector, released a new one today. A new version of it, 1.16. It fixes the freeze when you auto start all the apps, so that's fixed. And a couple other minor bug fixes, and then he added a couple more launch monitor support on it. So, new version of Springbok out right now. With the MLM2Pro, my ball speed for drivers like probably 165 to 167, occasionally 170. On this one, the hardest I've swung and hardest I've read is 160. And like I said, I think it's ball related. I really do. Okay, 82. I don't know. I don't know about that either. 72 raw. Yeah, well, crazy boy, you know, the wild thing is, like, if you want to get the floor projection set up from Foresight, their like out of the box floor projector is $10,000. It's like a little projector that goes on the screen, integrates with the Foresight software, and gives you like built-in floor projection. It's $10K. Thanks, David. I learn a lot from the people in the community myself, so kind of just regurgitate it. 47 uphill 2 feet, so it's like a 70-foot putt here. All right. Go. Those are hard to feel. Night's going good. We started off like 9 over through the first 4. We hit a lot of putts, and we have sort of hung in there since. But the Tips Tour has got me tonight. But otherwise, it's going good. How about you? You couldn't use, the one thing you couldn't use with Foresight that they have on their floor projection is they have a closure rate. It's a closure rate display, but I don't know what good that does you. It's cool looking. Just like, what good does this do, I guess? But you couldn't do the closure rate, but you could probably do everything else it does. Nothing wants to go in. All right. We'll play Joe's League after this. I'll be warmed up for Joe's League. Maybe we can post a number in that. Those are a little easier than these most of the time. 174, downhill 8, so 160. 160, yeah, with the wind, okay. Yeah, the alignment lines. So let me take some time to show this quick too. So you guys can see the alignment lines on the floor. If I go to my floor projection scene,